Welcome to the project review on File Tracking System. File Tracking System is a web application developed to maintain the status of a file while it is being processing by multiple departments of a government organization. This project will enable staff to track the files, thereby files will not get misplaced and movement of files will be expedited. The main aim of the project File Tracking System is to provide flexibility to the government departments to maintain huge amount of pending files. The file creators or supervisors send a HTTP request to the servlet to access the files. The servlet in turn responds to the request by opening required information from database server. The logs will be updated simultaneously. The employee logs into the system with a username and password. On clicking on the Initiate button, he is taken to the Create page where he can initiate his file. File initiation is done by giving division code, file number, volume, year and subjects. This is the reference or the file ID. Category is of three types, viz. most urgent, urgent and normal. The initiator must choose the category depending on the urgency of the files. After doing this, he must also choose a supervisor for the file that he has created. Now the file has been successfully created. Once the supervisor logs in, he gets a pop-up saying, "You have a pending file to process." Now, the supervisor clicks on the View button and selects the file that she has in her list. On doing this, the File Manager screen opens. This screen has the file that is pending. The supervisor will be able to process the file by clicking on the red flag. Now, he can in turn forward this to another supervisor by clicking on the up arrow. The File Manager screen now shows the next supervisor, and his flag is indicated in red, which means the file is pending with the supervisor 2, and the supervisor 1 has brown colored flag, which means that the file has been processed. The same process is repeated by the next supervisor also. Now, if the third supervisor wants to send back the processed file, he can click on the downward arrow. On doing this, his status becomes green, and if a supervisor in between has been skipped, his status turns purple and the flag of the supervisor who has the file turns red. If the supervisor finds the entire process satisfactory, he can click on the Finish button. This marks the end of the process and the initiator's flag becomes black, which means that the file is sent to the archival. If a supervisor wants to search a file, he can click on the View button. Search can be done in three ways, viz. by file ID, or by initiator's ID, or by date. This shows the list of files created by that particular initiator. The supervisor can see the status of the file on clicking on it. Thank you.